What is going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. If this is your first time checking out the channel, thank you very much. My name is Blaine Roberts, owner and operator of Panhandle Salt Beach Fishing. We're running beach fishing guides in Perdido Key, Pensacola, Orange Beach, and Gulf Shores, Alabama. We also offer surf fishing tailored lesson like to your skill level. So if you need help with casting, reading the beach, if you've never had your hand on a fishing rod before, you can come to us. We'll get you on the beach and show you some stuff. We also have a line of tackle and apparel. To see everything that we're involved with, check out panhandlesalt.com. The link is in the description of this video. Today I'm going to be taking you guys on a 2-day adventure, y'all. I met Cole probably 2, maybe 3 years ago. They visit the Perdido Key area every year. We linked up and did some fishing, and then we continue to fish together every time he's in town. So I got some stuff planned with him. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go after some big reds tomorrow. Conditions are looking right for it. Our buddy Arrington from Saltwater Mercs actually has a spot. We're going to meet him out there. He should have the Swell Pro drone with him. Probably drop some big baits for sharks. It's gonna be all kind of stuff going on out there. And then the day after tomorrow, Cole and I will be meeting up here in Perdido just to do some basic style surf fishing. Pompano, bluefish are running around right now, probably target some reds. So I'm gonna take you guys on that 2-day journey. I'm really starting to focus on like longer content, just to give my followers here, you guys, just a bigger perspective of what's going on here behind the scenes. You know, I've been at this for 4 years now, guys. You know, I can let y'all in a little bit more and I really show you the behind the scenes stuff, even preparing for fishing trips. There's a lot of stuff in that content that a newer fisherman might need to know. I know I didn't figure this thing out by myself. I watched a lot of videos just like this. So again, we're gonna take you guys on a 2-day journey here. I'm sure Thunder will be tagging along at some point along the way. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to go over my setups tonight as I'm getting everything together for the morning. I got to tie up some leaders. So I thought I'd bring you guys along in this process, this like prepping process before a big trip like this. This is what I do before every trip, guys. Like, you know, we're getting up early in the morning. It's dark. I'm trying not to make a lot of noise because I don't want to wake up everybody in the house or my neighbors. So this is what I do. I come prep. I come get ready the night before. So in the morning, it's just basically loading the truck and taking off. Prepare for your trips. So I will just be taking the 2-wheel beach dolly. That has turned into my personal fishing beach device for every trip. I don't need the big cart if I'm not running guides. So I'm going to get some rods down. I can only take 4 rods. So I got to be very selective with what I'm taking, how I'm tying leaders and things like that. Doing it the night before like this too also helps me kind of like get a better understanding of what I'm about to get into. At 4:30, 4:45 in the morning, I'm still asleep, guys. I'm not putting too much thought into stuff. I'm just kind of grabbing things and throwing them in the truck if I haven't prepared. So really take a look at my gear, know my target, figure out how I'm going to tie up my leaders and what setups I'm going to be taking. I've become a big fan of my 9-foot Surf Pros, Real 30As. Great rods. I think I'm going to take both of them. These were designed and created by Blake Hunter out of 30A. He's been a beach fishing guide in that area for years, and he is a rod sponsor of Panhandle Salt Beach Fishing. Although only 9 foot, they still sling and they can still handle big fish. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these for like my red fishing rods. I'm going to get these old leaders clipped off, tie up some new ones, and go ahead and get these guys prepared for the morning. These are some old leaders on here too. I've been using these for probably a month, guys. Like I need to change them. And when I'm doing this, guys, like changing out leaders and things like that, I won't throw the whole thing away. I'll go over my components and figure out what I can save and probably reuse some of the same stuff on the new rigs I'm about to tie. So this first one here, I'm definitely getting rid of the hook. It's old. It barely has even a point on it anymore. This float has been getting chomped on by crabs and stuff, so I'm getting rid of that. But I will keep those 2 little beads. My wife and I, Maddie, we did a trip to Belize last February actually, and it really opened my eyes to things that like we take for granted, like these little barrel swivels, right? Guys, I just throw these things in a trash can, but these barrel swivels, they're like gold in Belize. They just can't get them, and when they do get them, somebody comes through and buys the entire stock, and none of the other captains can get a hold of them and things like that. Now, are barrel swivels needed to fish? No. You can do line-to-line knots, you know, but they're nice to have, and there is some situations where you want to use them. Ever since that trip, I've just come very aware of like what I'm throwing away and like what I take for granted and trying not to anymore, and just reusing stuff that I can, just basically out of respect for the people who can't. And on this second leader, I was using a bird of prey pomp tube. It's been chomped. Most of the little legs are missing, so we're just going to get rid of that. Again, the hook is starting to show a little rust, but I will keep that barrel swivel. It's still holding true. And really, now that I look at it in the light, this float still's got some life in it too. I'm going to keep the float. Got me some 40-pound fluorocarbon here. This is J Leader, so J Braid makes this. I came across this material poking around on the Salt Strong website. I respect those guys over at Salt Strong. I feel like they know what they're doing. So if it was good enough for them, it was good enough for me. My local tackle shop, Gray's, over here in Perdido, sells it. So I have switched over to Leader. I was using Seaworks for years. I love Seaworks. It works great. The issue is around here, not a lot of shops carry it. I know Lost Key Outdoors carries it, but other than that, I've never seen it anywhere else. This J-Braid seems to be everywhere, so anywhere I'm at, they have it. So again, I've switched over. I am a creature of habit. Once I start using something, I try to stick with it. What I'm doing here is I've just tied my barrel swivel, my recycled barrel swivel, onto one end of this. I'm going to fish like the bottom with this one. So my loop, I'm just going to drop it maybe 1.5 feet. So I'm going to make a little loop there, give myself some room to work. Just kind of pull that loop out, make it bigger. Then I'm going to take my end with the barrel swivel here, and I'm just going to wrap it up through the hoop 5 times. Now I got it wrapped 5 times around there. What I'm going to do is try to find close to the middle as possible. Take the bottom end of that loop and just stick it through the little hole I just created. Grab it with my teeth and pull it tight. Now I got a little drop on my leader. Then I'm going to pull about 2 more foot off of this spool and clip it. I put my barrel swivel on the wrong end, so now I'm changing it. I needed my barrel swivel on the long part here. So I just clipped it off, retie it up top, because I want this bait to be sitting basically on bottom. This is going to function basically like a Carolina rig, but just fixed. That's what happens when you're trying to do video and tie leaders at the same time, guys. You're not paying attention. So now, loop, and then the short end, I'm going to put my weight clamp. Again, recycled from the old leader. Basic little fisherman knot. I wrap 4 times and I do 2 times through the loop. 40 pounds strong. So now I have my leader, weight clamp, drop, couple feet, going to the barrel swivel. I usually use number 3 size, 2 or 3 for when I'm red fishing. So that would be like a 3 right there. And this would be a 2. And kind of see the size difference. There's not much. I think I'm going to stick with a small one. I'm going to go with a number 2. Take one of my little recycled orange beads, get it in that loop. Then the hook, you can go in the eye that way. You can go in the eye through the back. For me personally, I don't think it matters. Some people live and die by it. But I catch fish both ways. I'm going to go in though on this one. And then all I'm doing is just running my hook through that loop. And that's it, guys. That bead should drop down nicely. That'll give it a little attraction. These are the faceted beads, so they got like a shape to them that catches a lot of light. See if I can kind of get that there for you. So as that sun's beaming through the water, the light will catch that bead, give a little glimmer, and hopefully attract attention. Get this guy tied on here. Oh, it's starting to rain a little bit. Man, we might get rained out tomorrow, Arrington. Same knot I used to tie the barrel swivel and the weight clamp on. I use up here. I do 4 wraps, go through my loop twice, pull it tight, and then clip my little tag in. So now that one's ready. Something else I always do before a trip is I get my drag ready. So I know I'm going to have cut bait on this, right? So I don't want too tight of a drag, because if something big gets on there, even like a big stingray or something like that, if you got this drag super tight, it's going to pull your sand spike and everything else out into the Gulf of Mexico. Then I'll open up my little weight clamp, use it to connect to the eye, get that guy secure. And then the way I tie my leaders, I got it figured out. I do it so much, I'm able to hook my hook on the second eye. So now I got everything nice and uniform, ready to go for tomorrow. Drag set, ready to catch some fish. We're going to do one more for our other 9-footer. So with this one, I got my drop way off the bottom here, right? So the first one, when the weight hits, that drops so low, so close to the weight, it's going to be falling almost on the floor. My second drop is way up the leader, so I'll have some bait higher in the column. Again, that gives me 2 different zones to cover, because you never know really where they're swimming. Are they gorging on the bottom, or are they just cruising, just picking things off? By covering different zones like this, you have a better chance of finding them. When you see us out there and we're fishing 5, 6 rods, it's not for the purpose of hooking up 5 or 6 fish at once. It's covering different zones. The more lines you have out there, the more colors you can use, different bait options, different zones, distance. It's basically just to find fish. Those are our fish finders. We don't have the luxury of electronics fishing from shore. So we got to go old school. No, I've never been to space. All right, guys, we got our little fish gum runt rod, little 4'6". I got a Frisky Fins whiting rig tied on there, little 1-ounce pyramid. I'm just going to throw this out there and hold it, try to get some whiting in to use for cut bait. I don't know. Think so?
Coffee is the most important.
I thought you said daylight, dude.
Yeah.
I thought you said daybreak. Arrington had everybody out here at 5:30. It's 6:30. He's just showing up. We got the big ones out today, guys. Look at this piece of bait. What you gonna do with that? Chunks of bait all over the beach, guys. We got Cole, Arrington, the Swell Pros being activated. All right, here we go. Watch out! I don't know how much I trust this pilot. Taking line. We got the big boys out today.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir. There's gonna be all kind of activity going on. Starting to get a little concerned, guys. It's been a little over an hour. We hadn't got a bite. My shrimp is staying on my hook. We could be in a dead spot. Yep. Cole's on. Cole's on. Cole's on, baby. There we go. First hit of the morning, guys. What'd you have on there? Okay. Let's see what we're working with. Give us some kind of sign of life. Nice. There it is, baby. They're still around. They're still around, Thunder. Back at the house, guys, cleaned up. That trip, it was kind of a bust, guys. I got out of there after about 3 hours. Shrimp was staying on the hook. Cole caught the one pompano. They had a lot of shark baits out, so they stayed around, but me and Thunder ditched. When shrimp is staying on my hook like that, guys, it's just a clear sign to me that we're on a dead beach. There's no fish around. So again, I'm going to save the energy tomorrow and hit it back up with Cole and take a nap. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, getting into longer content just because I know there's a lot of stuff that I'm doing that I can just basically put on camera to help you guys out there. So like even the setting up for the trip last night, you know, if you found that helpful, let me know in the comments. And let me know about the longer form content. Like I still got a day to go of recording. Are you guys liking that short content better or liking these longer videos? There we go, guys. There we go. First rod out. First rod out. It's got some tug.
What you got, dude?
We got a little tug. He kind of gave up. That scares me. Did I lose him? No, he's still there. He's still there.
Oh, snap.
That little cat? No, it's a little whiting. All right.
Hey,
We got whiting. Another hit, guys. There we go. That one's bigger. Oh, I think it came off. It came off. Another hit.
He wasn't paying attention, so I don't think this is a whiting.
It's got some pull on it?
It's got a little bit of tug.
Nice. That's okay.
That's good.
No, it's a cat.
It's a catfish.
Don't get stung. I'll put some color and float on. I've been fishing naked hooks for so long because the water's been so clean. But I think it's about time to put some attractant. I do have some bird of prey pompano tubes with me also. That's actually what I caught that whiting on. And that's what that other fish hit that I lost, which I'm pretty sure was a pompano. The way it was fighting, the way it tangled up on my line. So we're gonna beef up attractant today. Sun's finally starting to rise, but it's so foggy out here. I can't get a good read on the water clarity, but just from the whitewash, it tells me it's not terribly dirty. We've had storm after storm for the past 4 days, which has really messed it up out here. This is our first AM break from rain in probably 3 days, so I'm hoping things will be fired up. Cole might be on. He's casting lures. Could have some bluefish in the area, guys. Oh yeah. Get him, buddy. That should be a bluefish. No way. Is that a pump? I think it's a bluefish.
Bluefish wrapped up kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's a donkey bluefish.
Nice, dude.
It's a donkey bluefish.
That is a donk. We got some blue in the area. All right, whiting bluefish. Possible pompano. Could be a productive morning, y'all. I want to get this pompano rig off of one of them and tie on a bigger hook with some thicker leader and throw some cut bait out for these bluefish. It's important to adjust to what is swimming, y'all. So we know we have cats, whiting, and bluefish. Obviously, I would love to turn my unsuccessful beach fishing trip into a successful one. I'll just readjust and target what we know is already out there. We did keep that whiting this morning, so we have cut bait. Whiting are out there, so I would believe that's what the bluefish are probably feeding on. So we'll give them a nice chunky steak ready for consumption. I want to bring my other two rods in a bit closer. I'm going to hug right off the beach here because neither one of them has been hit in a while. They might be running up close. Oh, he's on again, baby. All right, it's on. What kind of leader you got on there? What pound leader? All right, be careful. All right, guys. I'm throwing out the Panhandle Salt El Coyote, which is a ES lure, custom, 1 1/4 ounce, single hook out the back, 40-pound fluorocarbon leader. And I got this on my 7-foot Fenwick. This is a great little rod here, guys. I use it for offshore kayak fishing, but I found it's great for beach fishing too, casting lures. He's on, buddy! Just like that with the cut whiting, guys. I'm still working on my rig here. I was having some technical difficulties. I'm finally ready. I didn't have any components to tie up this rig. I finally found a hook way at the bottom of my bag, which is extreme overkill, but it's gonna have to work. What happened? You lost him? Ah! That was a drag ripper. Cole got one on again. There you go. Is he on there? There he is. There he is. This is, look, this is a true sign of the freshwater fisherman, guys. This is redfish water too, man.
It could be a red, who knows? It's a bluefish, it's a donkey bluefish.
Man, those are chunkers today, dude. There we go. There we go. That one got hit, I think.
Got it, Blaine?
Nope.
Oh, dang. Oh, yeah.
He might have got my bait. Bluefish 1, Perdido 0. Get us another little steak on there, a little fillet. See if we can keep this one. So my up close method is not working. I might try to pump them deep, guys. Everything seems to be running up close, but I feel like I might want to launch one over the bar. Just let it soak. Give it 20 minutes. See if there's anything swimming back there. Got one on. All right. My rod went off, baby. Go ahead. Cole got me. No, he got us again. That was a chunky bend too.
Yeah, got a little fin up in there a little bit. He turned it in on the bait.
There we go again, baby. The blues are out. Such a fun fish, hard fighting fish. You can eat them. A lot of people turn their nose up at bluefish. I bleed them out right away, fry them. They're a frying fish for me. And they're delicious.
What?
Bluefish.
Oh, yeah.
Cole's on again, guys. He has slayed them over here. That looks like a big one, dude.
Come on. He's shaking around like a bluefish again, but it's hard to tell. I don't know my fish out here to let it feel like I do. Come on in, surprise me. Oh my gosh, look at that bluefish.
Wow.
Look at these studs.
I know it.
Look at these stud bluefish, Blaine.
That's a good one. There we go. There we go. Is he messing with it?
He's pulling down, drag ripper. He still you?
I think I got him.
Did you got him?
Oh no.
He stroked it.
Every time I turn my back. Still got the bait. These bluefish are just hanging out in this one little area, guys. Something going on out there for them to be held up. Every time I turn my back, I get hit. I'm gonna sit here and watch it for a second. Oh, I'm on. I'm on, my bluefish rod's on, guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't have the high-speed reels on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go, he's on there, he's on there. All right, I got him. Come on, buddy. Oh yeah. These guys are fighters, Cole.
They are fighters. There's some donkey blues out there.
Yeah.
And maybe it ain't a blue. You never know.
Oh.
But you never know. What's it feel like to you?
It feels like a blue, but a big one.
And he's doing.
Got to get him past the lip. The shore monster. That's a big fish, man. Oh, donkey bluefish, guys. My goodness. That thing wore me out. That is a nice one. All right. Woo, I just freshened up that bait and actually dropped the bait size. Instead of throwing such a big hunk, I cut it in half and it was almost instant. They're back, Cole.
They're
Nice donkey of a bluefish, guys. These guys got some size to them this morning. Again, dropped the bait size and it was almost instant. We'll get this guy back. I think changing that bait size was key for me. I was throwing big hunks out there, but on a whim, I was like, let me drop the bait size to match Cole's. It's going to expose a lot more hook, but it was worth a shot because I wasn't hooking up on anything else. And then the times I was hooking up, I was losing them. So I believe what was happening is they were just grabbing the actual bait and not the hook and pulling it. I don't think I've ever truly hooked up all morning. Dropping that bait size, making it easy for them, making a nice little snack, paid off.
There we go. Doubling up. They died for a minute. They're back. Got this donkey here. Back on them. Just hit, guys. Sand flea just hit. What do we got here? Watch out. Oh, I got hit with a popper. I'm stuck. All right. Come on. There he is. This is the big sand flea. This is the big sand flea.
That's the big sand flea?
Yep.
Oh, snap. What could that be? Looks like he's got a different kind of tug.
Yep.
Come on, boy.
There he is.
What is he?
He's fighting now.
What is he? He said that was the Big Daddy sand flea.
Yep.
Oh, snap.
I put some fresh pomp tubes on there. There's little crappies. Drum. The black drum, baby. I knew these guys were out here. Nice catch. Oh, he didn't even hit the sand flea. He hit the little piece of easy flea fish bites that's been on there for 3 hours. and the chopped up broken pomp tube. My goodness.
Oh, there we go, guys. Beautiful keeper size. He's right at 16 inches. I've talked my buddy Cole into taking him home and trying him out because these are great table fare. These guys get a bad rap because people catch the big ones and they take them home to eat them and they got a lot of worms in them. These little slot-sized puppy black drum are absolutely excellent to eat, guys. Am I on? Oh, we got another one on. I'm gonna get him bled out for Cole, get him on ice so he can take him home to the wife and kids. Oh, we got another one on.
That catch there really shows the potency of the fish bites bait, guys. It was one of the first piece of bait I put on this morning. And that rod hasn't been touched, so I haven't been messing with it too often. But there was a little piece of worn out fish bites on that hook, and that's what that drum hit. So we're gonna get a fresh piece on there, see if we can get another one. I believe we can keep 5 per angler. And if we can get on a mess of these guys, that is great meat, guys. It's something that's pretty rare out here also, so we don't eat a lot of like slot-sized black drum. So if we can get on a few of them and make a meal out of it, it'll be an excellent Sunday, guys. All right, guys, getting out of here. Not a bad trip. Out here with Cole from Cole and J YouTube. They vacation in the area, what, twice a year?
Yeah, usually 1 or 2 times.
One or two times a year. This is our 3rd trip out. He always hits me up when he gets here. It's always fun fishing with this guy. He's doing a lot of freshwater and saltwater fishing. You guys check out his channel. I will have it linked in the description of this video. Again, not a bad trip, guys. I am happy with those puppy drum. They keep showing up. Last weekend, Thunder and I were able to get on them. I'm gonna keep coming to the same spot. And like I said, I'd like to get like 3 or 4 in one trip and make a meal out of them. Taking one home for me is not really worth it because I got 3 people to feed. Thunder doesn't eat fish. So I might come out here with the intention of just catching those guys and bringing the proper equipment for that, the proper bait, and see if I can get like 3 or 4 and we'll do a catch, clean, and cook with them. I'll see y'all on the next one.